Y'all world, what's the deal? It's your boy, Original, back with another one for y'all, man. Now check this out today on my YouTube channel. We going over a law that I feel like everybody needs to understand. Go ahead, leave a like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications for your boy, Y'all world. Now, this law I'm about to teach y'all, this is a universal law, right? We work with certain universal laws. We live in a physical world, right? So one thing that always interests me was like quantum physics and just understanding like the law of attraction. This stuff like quantum physics, this is science. The law of attraction is science. And in order to fully understand it, you got to understand the science, the working power behind it, so you can better operate within these laws, right? Now, the law I want to tell y'all about today is duality, right? If you feel like you don't have no purpose in life, you feel like, the law of attraction not working for you, you feel like you don't have, no creative ability, you have to understand duality, right? This is the main thing you have to understand before you leave off this planet. Because once you leave here, all of these worldly possessions, none of this is coming with you. Only your memory, only your thoughts. And, your level of enlightenment will determine, you know what I'm saying, how you operate in the spirit world. Now, today, we talk about duality. I want to break this down in the most simplest way because I understand duality from a metaphysical, scientific point of view. And I don't want to, talk from that point of view. I just want to give y'all real life examples, things that y'all could go look at and see, that duality is active, in everybody's life right now. Duality has to exist for order to exist, for order to run. If it was all chaos, if it was all, a negative energy, it wouldn't grow. It wouldn't move forward. It would just stay stagnant, chaotic energy, right? If it was all order, it would be no purpose. It'd be no opposing force to improve upon. You got to understand this. The one can't exist without the two. For every action we take, there is an equal and opposite reaction. I want y'all to understand these quotes. And everything in this life has a mirror. It has a reflection. Everything in this life is being reflected back to us. What you have, your world, wherever you at, your world is a manifestation of where your thoughts have led you up to this point. If you haven't been conscious of that idea, it's not 100% your fault. But if you conscious of this idea that your thoughts create your reality, and you look around your world and you're not happy, that is something you can change, right? That is something only you can change. And you literally have the power once you understand duality, once you understand this nature on which, the universe orders in. It orders in duality. That's how divine order works, throughout duality. When there's too much bad going on, divine order comes in and replenishes the good. When there's too much good happening, divine order comes in and replenishes a negative aspect, right? What y'all got to understand about this universe is it is a free will universe. This is a free will universe. On this earth, on this planet, in this realm, good is allowed and bad is allowed. And it is 100% okay. What you think is good is bad to somebody. What you think is bad is good to somebody. And you got to understand that. And this will help you. This will help you a lot. This will help you not be judgmental, because you cannot be judgmental. You do not have time mentally to be judgmental. You must use all of your mental capacity to create the life you desire. And you got to understand duality, because, there's always an opposing force, right? It's always an opposing force. Whenever you doing something good, it's always a force working just as hard as that to equally do something bad, right? So what you got to understand is that these laws and these principles govern our entire universe and our entire world. Just to give y'all some simple breakdowns of this. right, of duality. You split the body in half. It's two exact opposites of each other. We have two hands, two eyes. You know what I'm saying? We are created in a dualistic nature, right? We always created in a dualistic nature. Our brain, right, has two hemispheres. It has a left and a right hemisphere. You know, on Earth, there are men and women. You know, it's day and night, right? All of this is divine order, right? And you need all of this. You need the one don't exist without the two. And you need the two to make the three, right? I'm saying that's why it take a team. You know what I'm saying? It do take a team, right? Even if you don't have nobody, you need a connection with source. You need a team. You know what I'm saying? Even if you don't have no physical friends, nobody around you, promoting you, help you, you need that connection with source, because that will ultimately help you. That will ultimately give you the energy, the resources, the connections, you know, the environments, the people. It'll work with the universe to make stuff happen for you. So, you know, you need the one. The one don't exist without the two, right? And, you know, it take two to make the shit work, to make the three. Like, it take a man and a woman to, you know, make a child. And we got to understand, like, this duality, you wouldn't be here if it wasn't for duality, right? It'd be no purpose for me making a video like this if it wasn't a equally negative video out there that could fuck up your mind, right? For every action, it's an equal and an opposite reaction, right? For this video, it's going to be people that relate to me. It's going to be people that relate exactly what I'm talking about. Like, Jan, I understand you. I get you. I'm on the same wavelength as you. We on the same page. That's an equal reaction, right? Then it's going to be an opposite reaction. It's going to be somebody to be like, you lying, you know what I'm saying, you the devil, all this negative stuff. It's going to be somebody that, you know, and both are fine. It happens. You know, with success, when you get success, when you start getting money, making money, it comes hate. Why would success bring hate? It's because for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. Yes, success is going to bring a lot of people that love you and just fuck with you and connect with you and want to be around you. But it's going to equally bring somebody that is opposed to everything you're doing. It's going to happen. That's going to happen with success, right? And it's like, even with relationships, when I think about it, like when they say women always like the bad guy, but if you ask a girl right now, she gonna say she want a gentleman, she want a good man. You know what I'm saying? And what this means is like what so-called bad guys portray is confidence. They portray a certain leadership. You know, that they could walk in a room with other men and make, you know, the man she thought was confident intimidated. You know what I'm saying? And that's why women attracted to bad guys, a so-called bad guy, over than a good guy that's overly pleasing. I feel like the most healthy relationship, the balance between, you know, compliments and motherfucking jokes. You know, you gotta have a balance between, you know, motherfucking compliments, giving her compliments, and cracking on her. Motherfucker literally, like, you know what I'm saying, like saying something negative to her, you know, every once in a while, just joking around, you know what I'm saying? That's the perfect balance in relation, not always, oh baby, you like just no, it could seem fake, you know what I'm saying, at times. So you gotta have like that fun type of vibe. That's what I just feel. That's what I feel like the dualistic relationship is. When you can be, that can be your partner and your friend. You know what I'm saying? Y'all had this intimate relationship and y'all could crack jokes on each other. You know what I'm saying? You know, do it like that. So it's a lot of ways you can look at this duality, man. It's a lot of ways I could keep going. Nah, the brain hemispheres, right? When you got a left and a right brain hemisphere, you merge these brain hemispheres, you experience brain hemisphere synchronization, which will help you manifest anything you want on this earth. I told y'all about using the Sri Yantra. If you use the Sri Yantra, meditate on Sri Yantra, it will literally help you manifest everything on this earth. It helps you manifest in the physical. To understand the physical world, you have to understand physics. You have to understand quantum physics. And the main law you need to understand is the law of duality, right? This is how magnets work. Magnets work, they don't work by two positives. You know, it's a positive and a negative. You know what I'm saying? Two men can't make a baby. Two women can't make a baby. It takes the positive man and negative women, you know what I'm saying, to make the child, right? Everything has a mirror. Everything in this life has a mirror. You know what I'm saying? Get closer to God. Get closer to God, because you literally have another self, right? You build your spirit body through visualization, through visualizing exactly how you want. And you project that into this, you know, spiritual essence mirror of yourself. You project that mentally into this world. You have to understand this shit is real. You have to understand it. Like, if you ever had a lucid dream, you know, like, everything on earth is up there, is as above, so below. You know what I'm saying? Yin and yang. You know what I'm saying? Positive, negative. Like, understand the laws of duality, man. Understand this shit, right? Obviously, you have an etheric or a spiritual being. You have a self. Like, every possibility, every thought you think about, it's literally, you can project that self to be doing. Like, you can think of yourself as a fucking doctor, construction worker, a motherfucking herbalist, weed grower, you know, business. Like, you can think of these things like quick. You can think of yourself a race car driver. You could be a doctor. You could be a rapper. You could be sick. Like, whatever you want to do. You're a successful YouTuber, you know, as an entrepreneur, you know, in real estate. You can think of yourself in these positions real quick. And you know why you can see that, like, with a vision real quick, is because you have a equal and opposite self. You know what I'm saying? In another world. And this is like God, because once you build a connection with that part of you, it will reflect down onto this earth. As above, so below. As above, so below. And this is, you know, y'all gotta understand, like, even the highest civilizations dealt with duality. Think about Egypt, right? Think about Egypt, one of the highest civilizations ever that reigned on earth. One of the most advanced civilizations. They still dealt with war. They still dealt with negativity. They still had a downfall. Even though they reached the height of that peak, they still seen the bottom of the bottom. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all gotta understand duality. Y'all gotta understand duality. Wherever you at in life, if you going through something bad, you have to understand, you have to get in your brain, this is not over. Like, you are literally gonna be in a better place. You're gonna literally advance to something better that you haven't even experienced yet if you can gain this consciousness. And you gotta understand, even when you're in a good space, that's why you should always stay prayed up, always stay connected to that source, because you will have a downtime. You know, you will fall, even if it's not financially. Something emotionally may happen to you. You know, you may lose somebody. You may, you know what I'm saying, fall out with somebody. Something emotional, you could have all the money. You know, but if something emotional, that could be a down for you. You know, that could be duality playing. That's divine order. So, you know, I want y'all to understand, it's nothing, you know, that's 100% good or 100% bad in this universe, and everything is accepted. Everything is accepted in this universe. You know, no matter, you know, what your perception of something is, oh, that's bad. Everybody is going to a heavenly realm. Whether you think they bad or whether you think they good, they all have a heavenly realm for them. They all have a harmonious space in the afterlife which they can resonate and be completely at one, you know, with. So, this is my video on duality. I hope I explained everything and got it off my chest. I'm trying to think of any other way I could explain this to y'all. Any other way y'all could explain this concept to y'all. Because y'all gotta understand this. You gotta understand this. It's like, you can't, even with people like thinking like, oh, being positive now, like you just have to always, you know, think in this, you know, always be happy and fake happy. No. Like, if you live in a positive life, like, be that. Like, always hold those principles at mind and act on them. But if something upsets you, if something makes you mad, release that energy. You don't want to hold that energy. You know what I'm saying? And you want to express yourself. Like, if you feeling bad, express that. If you feeling good, express that. You know, nothing is wrong. What's wrong is when you hold it back and you put on the front. You play the martyr role like nothing is wrong. You know what I'm saying? But something is really wrong. So you want to understand yourself. You want to know thyself. Know thyself. That's rule number 1 to get in the kingdom. You know, you got to know yourself. And one thing you got to know is duality. You know, you got to understand these aspects within you. Like, even as a man, they be like, you know, don't have no feelings out here. Don't have no feelings. But as a man, the feeling man, the man who can be in tune with nature and in tune with his surroundings and his feelings, that's the man that's going to change the world. That's the 2020, you know what I'm saying? And it still has that dominant masculine principle, you know? So, it's your boy, Young World. Make sure y'all leave a like. Make sure y'all comment. Make sure, you know, y'all share this video. I hope I fully explained this duality thing for y'all. Y'all gotta understand this is how the universe works. So, you know, everything, it has an opposite, you know, opposing force as a mirror. You know, you could use this concept to create your life. You know, you understand duality. If you're going through something bad, you gotta know it's something good, you know what I'm saying, coming. And you gotta always, you know, do what you feel. You know, do what you feel. You feel like, you know, you gotta apply that pressure. You gotta be aggressive about something. And it may not be like your dominant nature. You gotta do it. You know what I'm saying? You feel like you gotta be nice and, you know, that might not be your dominant nature. You gotta do it. It's a balancing act. And I'm a Libra. I literally deal with this shit the most, man. Like, you know, I was always nice to motherfuckers. I was always nice to people. And I saw they treated me bad. Like, you would think being nice to somebody, giving, you know what I'm saying, giving a lot of your time, you know, being there, helping, that'll make them motherfuckers, like, appreciate you and love you. But a lot of people don't appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? They use that, you know what I'm saying? But then on the flip side, when you be mean, when you know how to say no, it's not even 100% about being mean. It's about knowing how to say no. When you know how to say no, then it's like this authority, it's like this borderline. They're like, oh yeah, that's, you know what I'm saying? It's a respect this game, right? So, you know, it's this concept, it can be talked about and used in so many ways, man. So, I just had another thought I was about to tell y'all. But yeah, man, duality, it's just powerful stuff. I just hope y'all gain a lot of information from this video, you know. And yeah, man. So we on here, where we at? 18 minutes. All right, so damn, what was that last part? I was about to say something.